Hey everyone, welcome to Buzzing About Romance. I am Becky, and joining me for this episode is Jenny. Hello, Jenny.
Hey, Becky.
And Leah. Hello, Leah.
Hello.
And Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
And Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
We are missing Miss Lindsay, but she traveled for the holiday to visit her and Charlie's family.
Yeah.
So she was not able to make it this evening, but I'll get her list of top reads and I'll share them over to the website for everybody. So you can know what Lindsay actually did enjoy this year.
I check that out.
Right? Right.
Lindsay's is a little chaotic this year.
Well, I mean,
But hey, you have to read what works.
you do. You have to read what works. So for this episode of Buzzing About Romance, we are going to just check in on 2025 so that we can freaking check out. Because it has been a year of dumpster fires.
Oh, I got a dumpster fire on my shirt. See?
Look at that. That's a nice dumpster fire. How very
Yeah, it
festive.
says merry and bright.
Nice.
My friend Lauren was telling me her team where she works, she bought them like little dumpster fire magnets.
Yeah. I've seen
Like, I
the
felt it
pen
was appropriate.
toppers. Today I saw your emotional support dumpster fire that comes with like little flames that you can pull in and out of your dumpster.
Oh, fun.
Right? So
I
this
wonder if Michael could 3D print me something like that.
probably could.
We'll have to look.
This episode is about celebrating the wins, not ranking like we're handing out Olympic medals. This is my goal. Because it's really interesting. We talked a little bit in our group chat, like we're coming in with game day decisions, and I struggled thinking on what I've read this year. What was a standout?
Yeah.
Some years are hard. Like since we've started doing this, there are years where I'm like, when Leah and I first started doing it, we would do it a book that released
like we would
each
pick
month.
our best read for the month.
For
I
each month.
I could not do that this year.
There's no way. There's just no way.
I will say, like, as I was like scrolling back through all of my reads, I had more like really good reads than I thought I did, but it still was not a huge list.
Yeah. So like Heather said, I've got 15. I'm gonna have to make some cuts. And I'm like, I struggled to come up with 3.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mentions. What about you, Amanda? Was it easy to come up with your list?
Yeah, but I do a wrap up every month on my Instagram.
That's
So I
true,
have
she does. She's so much
I have
more
my list
organized than
ready.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and when we were talking last week or at Festivus or whatever, you said, you mentioned that you do our happily anticipating list over on our Substack each week about the coming releases. So you really even have a better idea of what's coming up and what you're keeping your eyes on and what looks really good.
Yeah. So I just spent like part of the other day going through that list to get ready for next year. So we've got a good list going for next year already.
Excellent.
Glad one of us is organized.
One of us.
I mean, seriously.
It's really interesting because if I think of 2025 compared to, say, even 2024, social media wise, I don't see the like happy release day posts on socials as often anymore. I'm not as engaged in socials as I should be. I'm just not.
They're still there. I think it's just the fact that we're not as engaged as we.
And I think the algorithm is screwing things up. So, like, because I just saw, like, next year, Piper Rain, What is the Nest will now be baseball guys. Like, they did a group of football guys were the hockey series that they just did.
Oh, yeah. So they went football, hockey, and now they're going baseball.
Now there's baseball guys living, like, in an apartment complex together.
Oh, they did football too. I missed that.
Yeah, football was first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
And then they spun into back into hockey.
hockey.
Because They did hockey, and then they did football first. They didn't do
Right.
hockey at all.
Football, then hockey.
Because they came off the greens with football.
Well, but the hockey was their Florida hockey series they
I
had.
was just gonna
Yeah,
say they
that
had a
was
Florida
different.
hockey.
Yeah. But the football, it tied into the greens because one of the greens played football for the team that.
Yeah, I just noticed today, or I think I got their newsletter. So what it said to me was, sign up for newsletters. If you want to know who's releasing what,
Yeah.
just sign up for
Yeah.
newsletters. Sign up for Happily Ever After Anticipated with Amanda so that you can
I
see.
try. It's
'Cause-
still very easy to miss them. There are so many these days.
There are a lot. So
I'm gonna
many
need to
books
make sure,
coming out.
Amanda, I'm on that list.
It's our Substack, Heather.
Oh, then I am. Okay,
It's
good.
our Substack.
I'm like, you
Guys,
probably are.
I think you are.
It releases every Friday. Amanda does it
Mhm.
such a great job with it. I'm so grateful that she does that. So
I don't know who does it, so whatever, but the book boyfriend calendar, I sort of like that too. Like you can scroll through and see like the covers and
Oh yeah.
has like the list. I just, like it's
It's
kind of a quick guide.
yeah, it's a quick guide, especially if you're looking for something in particular. It's really they do a great job. So we talked about this a little bit at Festivus, but first topic of the evening is, how was your year of reading overall? Do you have a word that describes your year of reading?
Chaotic.
Yeah.
NetGalley.
I mean, that's not a lie.
It is the truth.
It is a very harsh truth.
Honestly, there were days where like, don't click on that. Just don't. Because then we would fall down the rabbit hole and end up with 7 more books.
Almost
Right.
weekly.
And and it's all Amanda's fault too. She usually would start it.
Well, it's not Amanda's fault. We get the pitches, and then we're
That's
like,
true. It is
"Hey,
the
does this
pitcher's
interest
fault.
you?" And she'd go over and look at it, and she'd be like, "Click now."
Well, but then she would like veer.
Then I would find a million other
But then
things.
she would
Yeah.
find the other ones. Yeah. So it's the publisher's fault.
It's all the publisher's fault. Reading year wise, Jenny, what would you say your reading year was?
Like with one word or
How many ever words you feel the need to say?
because I got a job and I have to be an adult now and it's
the
hard.
worst.
Jobs are stupid. Although you're
Oh, dumb.
a
But you're a
librarian now, don't you
librarian.
just read all the time?
There's literally a rule against it.
That
Wait,
is so crazy.
there's a rule in the library that
you're not
librarians
allowed to
cannot be
read.
reading.
Yeah, I can only read stuff that is like if I'm I do graphic novel club, so I can read the graphic novel that we're going to talk about.
Oh.
Or I could read a book that I'm going to read for story time, but I cannot read my
On your
book.
own.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Rules
which
are
one of us is
dumb.
going to message that girl that's over on Threads that said she loves to read and knows that she'd be a great librarian, so she's getting a job at the library? Which one of us is going to tell her the reality?
Like,
No, she
that's
needs to
not-
find that out on her own with all the
Yeah.
projection.
That's a F around and find out kind of thing, you know?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sue
That's
Rice.
you're a dumbass.
Sue R says over on YouTube, I read on my lunch hour away from the desk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all have like our Kindles. Like that's hilarious because like the break room is like 4 people just sitting there like
Reading.
It's the only time you can read is when you're on lunch.
Yes.
Leah, so Amanda's word was NetGalley. Leah, what is your
Mine was chaotic.
just chaotic?
Oh, it was all over the place. And honestly, the crazier the better this year. Like I read some bonkers things. I went down some rabbit holes. There was a lot. Like I read a cheating book today just because it's just like, why not?
Okay.
It's apparently my reading is a dumpster fire as well.
I mean, it fits.
It does fit.
Heather, how would you describe your reading year?
I would say up and down. I think end of January, February, it was a wash.
Mhm.
Like my kid was in the hospital. I don't even remember life from
Yeah.
about February to April. And so, and then the other one was graduate. Like, it was just, I don't even
It was
know
a
what
lot.
happened. It was a lot this year. I managed to read like 200 books. I don't remember a good chunk of them, but whatever.
That's
I
fair.
read.
Yeah. And I talked about it, I think, on Wednesday. My reading year was just meh. But part of that is not just the world around us. It's just been a year for me. I was really busy with work. I was really dialed into a lot of work projects and a lot of things. And, you know, when you spend all day reading and helping authors develop stories and editing, to sit down and read something else, it feels like extra work.
Yeah, but life was not good to
No.
you 2025 either.
No. Since August, really July 22nd of 2024, my life has been nothing but chaos. But it's okay. I'm ready to shake that, and I'm going to be like opening all the windows and the doors on New Year's Eve
Get
at
you some
midnight.
sage.
Bang a pot or two.
11:59, I'm opening everything, and we're getting everything out of this house, and it will be a good year in 2026.
26 has to be a better year. I mean, like, it just literally has to be.
Well, I mean, I don't have a lot of hope.
I don't either. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I can't say it on airwaves, but just know that people dying, one in particular, would make it a better.
Mhm.
The world is a dumpster fire, and that's all we really need to
That's
say.
all we really need to say.
100%.
Send it out into the universe every night.
Absolutely.
Is this Stacy? She said that most of her 5 stars were backlists.
Yeah, that's Stacy.
Yeah.
Yes, Stacey.
Backlist.
Mhm.
So did you meet your reading goal? Heather, did you meet it with only your 200 books?
Yep, I backed off and did 200 this year.
Okay.
And I think, like, everyone was talking about like how Amanda does her monthly wrap up. I wish I was that organized. I think my Google form helps me, which is nerdy alert, but I can sort from the spreadsheet. And
Yeah.
so I kind of
That helps.
Mhm.
Leah, did you meet your reading goal?
I mean, I did. I didn't set it super high, but what it said that I read, I didn't actually read. But a part of that is like I download like workbooks, like books for work. And so
Yeah.
like there's a whole chunk of books that like like borrowed, but I didn't read fully. And then I also Leah'd a bunch of books. So I mean, those count, but they don't count at the same time.
Yeah.
Or like I would find a TikTok quote and like pull it up and like read
Mhm.
like a third of the book because the quote was in the last third and I never go back and read the beginning. I just wanted to see how it ended. So my reading goal, I did meet it, but my numbers were also very skewed because I'm apparently a chaotic puppy.
Yeah. Amanda, did you meet your reading goal?
Yeah, I set it pretty low. I just set it at 100 this year. So yeah.
You probably did that in Just Net Callie.
Yes, I think I did.
Oh my gosh. Jenny, did you meet your reading goal?
I try not to set a goal because then I feel like I need to meet it, but
Mhm.
I always put my Goodreads at 100 and I have 80 apparently. And I have 17 books behind schedule, it says.
Okay. I set mine at 50 this year on NetGalley or on Goodreads, just
I'm not Galley.
on NetGalley. Oh,
Freudian slip there.
I believe I was close to 100. At one point, I think I had like 17 for the month of September to read
That would
off NetGalley.
stress me out. I couldn't even imagine.
I can't even blame anyone. It's my own fault. Because I have Read Now with Forever, Entangled,
Yeah, that read now it gets me
and
every time.
Yeah.
Harlequin, like HQN, Canary Street, Carina Press, all of those I have Read Now with them. And so it's like, oh,
Well,
I'll read
and
now.
a lot of the
download
books that they
this.
send us, like it's pre-approved, like
Yeah.
so we don't have to request it. So it's a slippery slope that we all
It
go
is a
down.
slippery slope. But I did meet it. I went to 321. But yeah, I mean, I had some good books. I don't think I read anything incredibly terrible. Of course, I had some disappointing reads. I think we all always have disappointing reads. I don't think I read anything that was like, oh my God, that was like a trash heap. Why, how did that get published? There's some that
We
didn't
did have a
work for
couple
me.
of those.
I'm pretty sure you said that
We
about a couple.
definitely had a couple of
Just
those,
trying
and
to
then
be
we talked about them
positive.
on the
I
show.
was gonna say, I think those were mostly sip and discuss
They
books.
were,
Right?
they really were. But yes, there were a
True.
couple.
This is true.
One that Lindsay keeps bringing back up. and-
Oh, that was this year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Worst book of the
it's been
year.
a long
You're already like blocking it out.
I'm
of your
like, yeah,
memory.
I thought that
It's a
was.
black moment, but no, that was this year.
Ugh. Did anyone? I assigned you all to come with 2 new favorite authors.
What was that? Oh, I see it now.
It's like right at the top.
Holy crap, Leah.
I totally just skipped that line.
Amanda,
That
did you
has a
find
number in
any
it, just
new
ignore it.
new favorite authors in 2025?
Did Harley LaRue was new to me this year. I read
Mhm.
House of Rain. It's like gothic, sapphic. It was fantastic. Definitely one of the best books I've read this year, so I highly recommend that. So she was new to me. I need to dive back into her backlist. And then N.E. Davenport with Our Vicious Oaths, which was
Oh,
the
yeah, you'd love
romantasy one I
that.
talked about. It's so good. She has a couple of vampire books that I definitely want to check out, but they were both new to me.
Okay. Heather, did you find any new to you authors in 2025?
Yes. Deborah Garland. Like I went
Mhm.
down a deep dive and I'm basically like a stage side player now. And then I actually read, oh boy, who do I pick? Tara Crescent. She also had a Mafia series that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I really like her writing. So they're both dark
Yeah,
romance. So
that's okay. That
Yeah.
works.
Mhm.
Leah, do you need a moment? Should I skip to Jenny?
Well, yeah, skip to Jenny because it's hard for me.
Okay. Jenny, did you find 2 favorite new authors?
Yeah. I actually read Rachel Reed for the first time in January, and now I've read almost everything she's written and become a little obsessed.
Shocking.
Just a little. And then I would say Elizabeth Stevens. She's definitely somebody I'm gonna
Mhm.
keep
Oh yeah.
reading her books and watching where she goes.
Yeah. Okay, Leah, did you?
Well, see, here's the problem. I can't pick 2.
You also just can't answer a question.
She
Really
cannot.
can't.
Have you
So-
noticed this trend?
So I did.
Just go like this, and
We did 44 author spotlights this year,
It's amazing.
and probably 35 of those, probably 30 of those were new to me authors, like authors I had not read before. And so it's really hard for me to pick because, like, I read that Naima Simone, Huntsman, amazing. Ariel Sullivan was like a
Yep.
great book and a great like interview. Like Melissa Marr, I loved the book and talking to her was fantastic. So it's harder for me because like I read so many new authors because of those, and I love talking to them. So it's like that mixed bag of
Mhm.
I would definitely read them again, and also like they were wonderful interviews.
Yeah. I
So,
can't
yeah, we
believe
did
you
44
did
of those.
44 author interviews this year.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Nice.
Um,
Well, because I was partly because I don't write things down, so I don't know what I read. So I was going back through the author spotlights.
I'm not gonna lie, I went through my book reviews on the website to remember what books I liked and which books I didn't. So
Oh yeah. But yeah, so I don't really have 2 that were like standouts for me because I had a bunch, but
Yeah.
like it was the spotlights that really like cemented a lot of that for me.
So for me, I read that Nisha J. Tooley,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Not Suitable for Work. And it was her first contemporary. She is a fantasy author. YA fantasy, I think, is what she typically writes.
I think so, yeah.
And this was her first adult contemporary. It was not perfect. There was like annoying, like she talked about his eyes like all the time. And I'm like, lady, there are other
Like the
things on a man
fedora.
than his eye. It's like the fedora. Yeah.
Like the fedora.
That said, I really liked that book, and I read that this summer, and I'm still thinking about that book all these months later.
Yeah.
I liked her writing style. I like how she built things up. And then we read C.R. Jane for
Yeah.
Book
our
club.
November book club, and I had never read her before. I've gone back now. I've read 2 of her, The Wrong Pucking Number, and another. I started the first book in the quarterback series or the football series.
Mhm.
I really like her writing, and I am super excited for what she's got coming out in 2026. So,
Yeah.
She's also such a nice human. And
Yes.
for me, that goes a long way. Like,
yeah.
she was so
Yeah.
kind.
Does anybody have a bookish resolution for 2026?
I'm going to try and keep track this year.
Oh, you lie. Shut up.
I say that every year.
You say it every year. You're like,
Well, honestly, this year was worse than most.
you lie. We don't believe you. Amanda, do you have a bookish resolution?
I think I said this last week. I'm gonna try to not let something being popular stop me from reading things.
Okay.
We'll see.
Are you taking
we're
medication
gonna
for
force
oppositional
you.
defiance disorder now?
No, I mean, well, I don't know. I'm starting HRT tomorrow, so we'll see if that does anything for that. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
Heather, do you have a resolution for 2026?
Yeah, I really in 2025 wanted to get out into the Twin Cities like book community and do more bookish events, and just because of my life, like it kind of got in the way of that. So I really want to do that because we have a thriving book community, and I really want to be a part of that. Like I feel like if more people do it, then they're going to have more events. Like just kind of
Yeah.
being around readers, and it's kind of fun.
Jenny, do you have a resolution for 2026?
Oh no. Probably try to read at least 1 book a month that's for me.
For you?
Mm.
Yeah. Mine is to rediscover my joy of reading.
Go back to category. Does it for me every time.
It does. You and I sit here and we gasp
Every
over
time.
category.
Anytime like I'm feeling the funk, I go back to category and it just reinforces like why I love to read.
Yesterday I picked up a Brenda Jackson and I was just like, okay, can I get a sheep farmer somewhere? You know,
like it just makes you feel good.
Just every time.
Every time.
So yeah, I just need to go back. It kind of like you, Jenny. I need to read at least once or twice a month a book that's just for me. Not because I'm trying to figure out why is this book selling or why is this book popular or that we need to do a review on it or we have something coming up. I just need to, spin the wheel. I'm going to read this kind of thing. And that's my 2026 resolution. Do you plan to set a reading goal for next year?
No. I mean, if I do, it'll be low just because it needs a number.
Yeah, I'm not setting one. I'm done. I don't want a challenge anymore. I want that feeling in 2018, 2017 of picking up a book, reading it, enjoying it, and not caring. I want, we have a couple weeks off and I've got some work to do, but outside of the little bit of work that I have to do, I'm going to go back and read historicals.
You should read that Eloisa James. It's really good.
I did read
Hardly
that
a Gentleman.
I did
you
read
that one?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if you did.
I did read that one. But
it was good.
Amanda said something on Wednesday when you talked about Jane Ann Krantz.
Oh, yeah.
And just picking it up and diving in and just that feeling of this is why I love this genre.
Yeah.
I want that. I'm really jealous of you right now for having that moment because I can't remember the last time I had that moment.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. You've had a lot going on. So making a priority will probably help.
Yeah. So I just want to read some of the stuff that I know brings me joy. And I just want to go back to think about that. And we've got book topics coming up later in the year that will hit on some of this. But think about, Jenny, for you, like the first time you read Nerd.
Yeah.
And you had that moment and you were like, what? Okay, I'm in. Like,
Yep.
I just,
Now it's like $2,000 later worth of books, but
right.
and a tattoo.
I just want that moment back,
Mhm.
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know?
and I think you probably too, like even I think you were saying too, you want to go back and reread, which you
Yeah.
typically don't do because you just don't have time, and that will probably help too.
Yeah, I haven't
Mhm.
reread a book probably since 2020, since I went
Yeah.
working
Oh.
full time into the book world. Unless it's a reread for an episode.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, I
need to
mean,
do
I
that.
reread Alona Andrews like all the time just because I need that like hit of dopamine like
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
And I
to
think that's what
listen.
I'm missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm missing.
Mhm.
Okay, so this will shock nobody. The most popular and best-selling romance of 2025, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, which I don't even classify as
That's
romance.
not a romance. It's women's fic.
Well, apparently it's what all of our Spotify listeners are reading.
Oh,
All
that
of
is true.
Oh, I need to say, the only reason I brought up you guys, the messages this week after Wednesday's episode when we talked about the Spotify Wrap. I know that there are so our RSS feed is a public feed. It goes into every podcast app,
Yeah.
meaning you can listen on Apple, you can listen on YouTube, you can listen on Podbean, Castbox, like
If
anything.
you can listen to a podcast
anywhere.
on
Yeah,
it.
anywhere.
Ours is there.
Ours is there. Pandora, Amazon, everybody has our podcast. The only reason I brought up the Spotify is they're the only ones who sent me a wrap.
Yeah.
I haven't tried to dig into Apple. So I try not to touch anything that's behind the scenes
God.
that has anything
Yeah.
to do with our RSS feed and the show. Because if I break something, Mike
Oh,
has to
yeah.
fix it. And I'm going to call one of you and make you tell Mike that I broke something because he won't
fair.
yell at you like he's going to yell at me.
I'm sure he won't.
So
Well, he might yell at me. But
he will yell at Leah. He probably would yell at Jenny too.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll just take Amanda as,
She can volunteer as tribute.
as tribute. So I know that we have a good amount of listeners on Apple.
Mhm.
I mean, we always do very well over on Apple. If you're listening on Apple, please feel free to leave us a rating and a review because we haven't had a review in like 3 years over there. So give us a review. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. You can be mean. We don't care.
We really don't.
We don't. So I know that we have listeners everywhere. Just nobody else gave us any
A
data.
raft.
Nobody
Yeah.
gave me a wrap. And if I go looking, I could break something. So I do not know. But yeah, so our Spotify wrap said that the most popular listened to book by our Spotify listeners was Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry.
It was.
So,
We had a good laugh about that.
you know. And then this second runner up to Emily Henry was Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros.
That's no surprise.
No.
So I think that one's pretty obvious, don't you? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So I suck. We're just gonna
What?
start this next segment with Becky Sucks. So I had put out on our website, nominate your top read of 2025. We've always done this. We've done this since we started in 2020. We usually have a community vote and then we announce, who the majority of the community read and voted for. I did the first half. First half done. Second half, I remembered that I hadn't done the second half, I think, on Wednesday. When I got the Spotify wrap, maybe.
I think you did
so.
remember
Yeah, I
on
think
Wednesday or something. You were like, "Oh shoot!"
Yeah.
I did not do this. So I do want to shout out the books that our community nominated and loved. So that, and then they will be listed on our website so that you can go and check them out so you can add books to your TBR. So first up was Bourbon and Proof. I think this is the third book by Victoria Wilder in the Bourbon Boys series.
I thought that was the first one.
No, I don't think it's the first one.
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know.
It's one of
Oh,
them.
Bourbon and Lies might have been the first one. Yeah, you're right. It is book 3.
Okay. Willing Prey. I'm not sure who that was by.
Allie Oleander.
Okay. Face Off. I think is that Chelsea
Quarto.
Quarto?
Oh, yeah.
In the Light of Fate. Into the Light of Fate. There was no author on that one.
I don't know that one.
There, Jacinda and Jack had an Into the Light this
Oh,
year.
I think you've got two next to
Together?
each other. I think a fate goes with a fate forged in fire
Oh,
by
okay.
Hazel
Yes,
McBride.
it is a Fate Forged in
Okay.
Fire
Yeah,
because
that's
that's the
Hazel
who is
McBride.
yes.
A Fate Forged in Fire. So Into the Light could be the Jacinda Wilder
Yeah.
book.
Okay.
A Fate Forged in Fire, The Kiss Lottery, which was I read it. Ilsa Madden Mills. It was very cute.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It was very
yes.
cute. Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. Bone King and the Starling by Elizabeth Stevens. Shield of Sparrow by Devney Perry. Sorry, I don't mean to giggle. All This Time by Harlow James. Speak Stutter by Ruby M. Darling. And Stray by DJ Kimmer. And DJ Kimmer is on my radar. Jenna has been reading her and recommending her for years.
Mhm.
She writes really dark, I believe. So I need to check her out.
Same.
So those are the books the community read and that they loved in 2025. So now the portion of the episode people are really here to hear about and are for. We will give you our top 3 books of the year. We'll go around. We'll start with what is 3, then we'll go to 2, and then our very top read of the year. Everybody's like panic.
I
We're
have my
getting
number
time to
1, but I
sentence.
don't know
Yeah,
anything
same.
else.
Oh my goodness.
We can do this, people.
Yeah, you
We'll
told
be
us
fine.
not to rank them.
Okay, well now I lied. 3, 2, 1. You can say mine are not ranked. You can just say mine are not ranked. They're all tied for 1. We'll start with you, Jenny.
So mine are not ranked, and I would say it's a biology by Penny Reed. It is a trilogy. But it reminded me why I like her writing, and
Mhm.
So
she hasn't written for so long. She also said this was like a book she wrote for herself. She didn't expect anybody to read it, but she kind of
Well-
underestimates herself quite often.
All the time. But I will say that trilogy is 3 novellas. It's not like 3 big books. Like
Yeah,
her
it's-
trilogies, they're
I mean,
all
they're a little
novellas.
longer than a novella, probably. Like
They're like
it's
200
Penny.
pages max, I think.
but that makes it 600 pages total.
Well, overall, yeah.
that's one Lucy scorebook.
It is, yeah.
That's true.
So the Elements of Biology, is that the first new that you've had from Penny in probably what, a year?
Probably 2 years.
Okay.
Well, no, Isaac's book came out.
That was the last one, and that was like
That was the beginning of, wasn't
were
it the beginning of
supposed to get the-
25?
It doesn't matter. Leah, what's your next book?
Me?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What's your book? Number 3.
I'm gonna go Broken Bones and Souls by LJ
Damn
Andrews.
it.
I'm sorry. Like it was honestly, that was my first romantasy because the publisher reached out. Amanda has talked about her forever. I was like, I loved it.
This is your fault, Amanda.
It is
It's
your fault.
amazing.
So I'm just taking it from you, like right out
That's
from underneath you.
fine.
But the lore and and when we talked to her, it was the fact that like there's so much research that goes into it, and the characters are so interesting and strong, and there's twists that you're not like you expected her to be twists, but the type of twists that she has are unexpected. And I hate a Cliffy but this was a really great Cliffy. Like, so good. I haven't read the next one yet. It's on my Kindle, but I'm very excited for it.
Heather, what's one of your books of the year? In your top three.
Okay, this is not in any order. So I'm gonna go Savage Promises. It is
That
by
was a good one.
Deborah Garland. It's an arranged marriage, which I am a total sucker for. It's also brothers, best friends, sort of like rival families, an age gap. And then it kind of turns into a forced marriage because he's actually betrothed to her sister. And the sister's like young and he does some finagling, but he's really in love with her. And it's just really great. And their chemistry is amazing. She's like a badass, like she's a career, like she has a bar and she opens a nightclub and she's super successful, and he fully supports her, and he's like the mob boss. This family is amazing, and I just really love Deborah Garland's writing. It's messy,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's so good. I loved it.
Okay. Amanda, what's one of your top threes?
I'm gonna go with Leave You Hanging by Lainey Hatcher. That's her
was
most
a good
recent
one.
release in the Kirby Falls series. I mean, I love this entire series, but I can honestly say this has been my favorite. It's about Bonnie and Jack. Bonnie's gone through a divorce. It's really good anxiety rep. Like Jack is just like everything that she needs. There's like deep feelings. I don't know. I was very deep in my feels with this one, so
Okay.
I love it.
It was really good.
Not Safe for Work by Nisha J. Tooley. This is, like I said, first book I had read by her. I really am excited for her contemporaries. Not really a romantasy reader, or fantasy reader, so I don't know that I will dabble in the others. But I really like her writing style, and I hope that there's more contemporaries coming from her. And it's coworkers on vacation. They're kind of rivals. It's just,
I like that one.
I really
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, Jenny, what do you got next?
Dip Out by Eve Holmes. This was actually a recommendation from Heather. It's book 2 in the Northern Roots Atlantic. Arthur is a nature photographer and he's on the spectrum. And then Trevor is a wildlife veterinarian, and Arthur brings in like a Hertford. It was just, I thought it was really good rep of how people on the spectrum behave differently socially, and that's, I mean, no two people are the same. It did a really great job of showing how they can have a romantic relationship.
Okay, Leah, what you got next?
I'm gonna go The Vow by Rebecca Sharp. This was book 5 in the Vigilante series. This was Robin and Damon's book. Robin is like, they're both kind of enigmas in the sense where Robin has a revenge plot going out to do things, and Damon he was FBI, and then you think he's a bad guy, but you're not sure if he's a bad guy. And actually, by the end of the book, you aren't really sure if he's still a bad guy or a good guy, but that's okay. But there's a lot of secrets that they both are holding, and like the relationship between the two of them, and like the pining, and like it has been years since they've been together. They've like kind of interacted abstractly, but they both have this goal of reaching the same like ending, but not in the same ways. And I really like the way that Rebecca Sharps creates her characters, and they're very gray
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Heather, what's your next one you got?
Ooh, okay. I am gonna go Poppy Kisses by Marie Johnston.
Oh, that's a
So,
good one.
this is the third book in I think it's the Duke family, but it's in Crocus Valley. Poppy is back in Crocus Valley. And she's one of the few heroines this year that I have completely just related to. She's very hard on herself. She doesn't see herself the way like everyone else does. She is like creating a thriving business, and she's like created a soccer program, and she is helping Jensen's little boy because he's dyslexic, and the little boy is being successful, and Jensen like falls in love with her, but she just feels inadequate, kind of like previous, because her and Jensen's like previous relationship or friendship. It was so good, and I think Marie just did a really great job with this book.
Awesome.
Loved it.
It's Return to Coalhaven. That's the
Okay.
series.
Okay, Amanda, what's your next book?
Okay. My next one is going to be Warrior Princess Assassin by Bridget Kimmerer.
That's a good one.
I did not know going in this was like, it's like MFM, but it all circles around. They're all getting together. So I had no idea, and I was like, oh wait, like I don't know about this, but it's Bridget Kimmerer's like adult debut. She typically writes young adult fantasy. Like I could not put this book down. Like it is like high stakes. It is political intrigue. There's magic systems. Like Jory is the princess of one kingdom, and her kingdom is dying. Her father is losing his magic, so they betroth her to Maddox, who is the king of another kingdom that has fire magic, and they're like immediately attracted to each other. But Jory also has this friend Asher who she's been in love with for forever, and he is the assassin.
His story is kind of heartbreaking too.
Yes, his story is deeply heartbreaking. He's been through it, but they all end up together, like in forced proximity, running away from things. It ends on a cliffhanger. They don't really even get together too much until the very end. Like it is super slow burn, but like I am desperate for book 2. Like I just like this was my first time reading her. It was like my favorite read of the summer. Highly recommend.
Awesome.
It was really good.
When does book 2 come out?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Didn't she just finish it?
Yeah, I think it's in like final edits or something. Or maybe she just finished the final edits. So I will be stalking her page.
It is sometime this year.
This
we know
year.
that much.
Probably later end of the year, I think.
Probably. Okay, so my next one would be Sweet Thing by Kate Meador.
Ooh, that one's really good too.
This is her next gen in Chicago, her Chicago Rebel series. I love this series. I really like Kate Meador. I think she is a under talked about hockey romance author.
1000%.
Her books have always stood up. They always do really well. She knows hockey. This was Dad's teammate, Dad's best friend, baby on the doorstep romance. And I think what I liked about it the most is the heroine was 22, 23 and didn't really know what she wanted to do or who she wanted to be as an adult. She was still trying to do a lot of self-discovery. And he didn't try to be like, well, this is what you should do. This is who you need to be. And her parents weren't like, well, you need to go finish college and you need to do this. And there was just acceptance that you can be 22 and 23 and not know your life trajectory.
Yeah.
Because that's something with my kids that Mike and I have been very careful with them. You can do whatever you want to do. Here are the guidelines kind of thing. But if you don't know exactly what you want to do at 22, the world is not going to end. Very few people are doing right now.
Yeah,
it's
not going to go as planned either.
Right?
Honestly, like I am 42 and still don't know what I want to do. So
I mean, there's 5 of us on this right now. There is one of us that is in the same career they thought they were going to do when they were 22. There's one of us, and that's Heather.
Oh, I knew what I was going to do when I was in first grade.
Right. But I'm just saying, but you're still working in that, but you haven't left it either. You are still in that career. So That's rare. That
True.
is rare. So I think
100%.
I like that Kate did that, because sometimes we read these romances and these heroes and heroines are like 25, 26, and they act like they know exactly what their life trajectory is going to be. They know exactly where they're going. That is not freaking reality. And it was just nice to see somebody else recognize that life isn't always plannable. Okay, Jenny, final one. Top read, or whatever you, because yours are not ranked.
Yeah, because mine's Casual Felonies by Kelly Fox. It's the first in her second gen called Wildlings. And I I really enjoyed this, but I think if you have not read the first gen, it's not gonna hit the same.
Apparently, Leah
It's
didn't
like
want to give us her last read. She just pieced
she
out.
just dipped.
Anyway,
yeah, it's just a nice like creamy mac and cheese. I mean, there's some gum fighting and disposing of bodies and some blowing up of things, but it's a good creamy mac and cheese.
there we go. Okay, well, if Leah comes back, we'll go back to her. Heather, what was your one of your top reads? Last one.
My very top read for the year. This is in order. This is number one. I read it in March. It is The Shots You Take by Rachel Reed, and it is literally, I think in my review, I said 5 stars is not adequate. It deserves 50. So it's a hockey. One retired, one quit. They were like kind of friends with benefits. One got married, and then that kind of just destroyed Riley. So Riley moved home to Nova Scotia, which, by the way Rachel describes Nova Scotia, it feels like the town in Nova Scotia is like a third character in the book, and it's so beautiful. Riley is like his dad passed away very suddenly, and there's grief, and Riley has built this beautiful life, and Adam comes back into his life and just kind of is a little bit lost, and they kind of find their way back to each other. Adam's ex-wife is an amazing support, and it's such a great book. I loved it.
We'll go back to you, Leah. Leah, what was your very top read?
My top read for the year was Huntsman by Naima Simone. This was a Cinderella retelling, but it is Snow White. Snow White. Cinderella is the next one, which I'm very excited about. But it was just, it's very female led. Like the female character is extremely strong. She is out for revenge. Like the huntsman is very guarded, but the way in which she tells this story, it just is, it's dark, it is angsty, it is everything you want in a chaotic and mafia based retelling. And she had never written a book like this before, and she was like, I'm just going to do what I want, and she did, and it worked really, really well. Like there are quite a few trigger warnings, so I mean definitely check those before you read it, but it was honestly one of the best books like I've read in the past couple of years, with the way that she's told the story.
It was pretty freaking good.
It was good.
It was so good.
Amanda, what's your read? I want to say your top read, but
no, this is my top read, like by far. Knocked out of the park. Like, it's Archangel's Ascension by Nalini Singh. I cried hard, like ugly cried. I
mean, that in itself, like,
yeah, I was sobbing. It's book 17 in the Guild Hunter series, which is it's the main characters are all angels, but you have some vampires and other supernatural beings. But this is Ilium and Aedoin's story, so it's MM. They've been best friends like this whole series. They were best friends growing up, and things had kind of started to change like over the books, and you kind of see them like come together or whatever. And like Aedoin's been through so much stuff. He was like kidnapped when he was younger because he has like sparkling wings, and he was abused, and they get him out, and he's very like retreated. And so he's just always like, he feels, I don't know, he always talks about like feeling tainted, and it's been this struggle for him over these books, and they're like over millennia, like they're hundreds of years old, and these books span like hundreds of years, and like watching them just finally get their happily ever after. And Ilium has been like, they both serve under Raphael, who's been like the main archangel of the entire series. But in this one, Ilium actually becomes an archangel. So it's like him, he has to leave and go to his territory. And there's just like all this, like these big goodbyes, and like everyone from the series is there. And it's just like, it was so emotional. Like I was very like worried about like how this was gonna like wrap up. It's not the last book. There's gonna be one more in the summer, but it is other, like that's gonna tie up the main relationship. But this was very much like almost like a series ender, and it was like everything I could have wanted. Like it was, honestly, I just like, I'm still getting like emotional just thinking about it. So yeah, that's it.
Excellent. And my top read of the year, she was actually also a new to me author this year. And that is Danielle Allen, Plus Size Player. This was a trad release, and I went into it and I thought, oh bloody hell, this is not going to be as spicy as I wanted. And when I went to read it, I was looking for spicy. Holy crap, these people are horny, and they bang a lot in this book. It was way spicier than I thought it was going to be. Excellent black romance, boss employee tension, some of the most phenomenal plus size rep. Phenomenal plus size rep. Plenty of spice. I don't always love the influencer model female main character. But Nina Ford, I was rooting for her. Like, I love her. I want her confidence. I want to be her. Also, those covers. Can we just for a minute
Oh yeah.
talk about those covers of those books? Like, I love them so hard. Ugh.
Yeah, excited for the new one.
Yeah. Just, if you haven't read Danielle Allen, we read
Curvy Girl Summer.
Curvy Girl Summer. It's in that series. I'm really excited for book 3 in this series. Like, I cannot wait. And the audiobook is done by Wesley Shaban. And when I tell you that she is the queen of audiobooks, if she reads it, I'm listening to it. There is something about how she tells a story that is chef's kiss every time. So that would be my top read of the year. I will let you each have one shout out, but because I had a shout out, Leah, I think you listened to this audiobook also. It was an audiobook novella. It's not out as an ebook. It's only a novella.
Oh, the Lana Ferguson one?
Yeah, it was
Room
for Two by Lana Ferguson. And I read this, and it was one of those that I was literally ragey when it ended. I'm like, wait. That's
so
it.
Funny story. When I interviewed her, I was like, just so you know, we really would like more from these two.
Yeah. And what'd she say?
She was like, I've heard that.
The audiobook, it's phenomenal. Like,
it's so good. Like, it's one of those ones where it stops and you're like, oh my God, it's over.
Like, what happened? I really thought that I only had a sample because I got it off NetGalley. So I only had it. And then I'm like going over and trying to figure out how long it's supposed to be.
But it makes sense, though, because you feel their HEA at the same time. It's just like you're so invested in these two characters where you want more.
Do you remember when you read, it's that feeling of reading a novella. And when you're done, you're like, those people are together. They are happy. They are meant to be. But damn, I would have taken 500 more words about them.
Yeah.
Even like 200 more words about, like, just something more. I just wanted more. And this is when I would have read an epilogue.
That is when I say, like, that author, like, is damn good at writing a novella because we got everything we needed and wanted, but want more.
Desperate. Does anyone else have a shout out, runner up, honorable mention, as Jenny likes to call them? Heather, who do you got?
The first one I saw
Jenny's
that was honorable mention, like when I was scanning my Goodreads, was Problematic Summer by Allie Hazelwood. Like, I just really enjoyed the way she handled the age gap, and yeah.
Yeah, and
refreshing.
I also had Deep End on my list for a minute. I was like, I mean, Allie Hazelwood gets tons of love anyway, but those two books, I feel like she's finally,
Where
you know,
she's
and then we got her
been
Halloween
trying to
book,
get-
and I was like,
Her Halloween book is really good.
Oh, see, I like the Halloween book.
and that was just
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, did I like that one? Now I can't remember.
It was
the-
basically like What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite up that series, but
Anyway.
I did like it.
But Problematic Summer Romance was really well
Yeah.
done.
Together.
I have a shout out.
Okay, go ahead with your shout out.
It's actually like a series, but it's Sins of the Father by Riley Hart. It's an like dark mafia, like they're kind of college.
Oh, I thought you said cult. I was
Nope,
like,
college.
no.
I mean, that might work too.
Not cult. Mafia, college, sort of, kind of. Very kinky. It's gritty and kind of messy, and it's awesome. I love it. And she said that she loves this world, so she's pumping out books. And it's
Excellent.
awesome.
Amanda, do you have a shout out or a honorable
I
mention?
do. Revive Me by Nikki Castle. This was a standalone for her this year. It's a sports romance. It's Roman and Liliana. Roman gets injured in a title fight, MMA, and he has to learn how to walk again. Liliana is his therapist. It's extremely emotional. You have to watch him go through it. Like, he gives up, like he's done, and she is like the person you want in your corner when like your world falls apart. And like watching them get together, and this was like something different for Nikki, and I just like I was very moved by this story, and I liked it a lot. So
Leah, did you have a shout out?
I mean, I have multiples, but I guess I'll pick it down. So Forbidden Heart by Ivy Lane. It was the final book in the Hearts of Sawyer's Bend series. It was Ford and Paige's book. Ford is like Ford getting arrested, and like the dad Prentice getting shot was the catalyst for like Griffin coming home. And like Ford's story has like the who killed Prentice has been the overarching storyline through this whole like thing. But I really like the way that she wrapped up the series. Like Ford and Paige, they have a connection that we find out about early in the book, but I'm not going to tell anybody because you need to read it. And the way, like the reason for Paige being there is she has ulterior motives, but she is like an inherently good person as well. But then the series, like the epilogue, like wrap up was really like, it just was really nice to see, because the book one starts and the epilogue wrap up is 5 years later, because they all have to live in the manor for 5 years, like because of the will. And I love Ivy Lane's writing and the characters she creates, and this storyline just worked really well. And Who Killed Prentice, I was not expecting.
Okay. Stacy would just like to do a throw out to Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt.
Yeah, that was on my list.
Yeah,
And
mine
Good
too.
Spirits.
We're
Good
big
Spirits
fans. I think we've given her tons of love throughout
Yeah.
this year for that book. But so now, and I don't know, did I make this decision unilaterally? I don't know. I listened in last night to our to Book Festivus, and everybody's talking, and then Amanda and Lee and I kind of chatted a little bit. And so the Buzzing About Romance book of the year for the whole podcast, All Superheroes Need PR by Elizabeth Stevens.
Yeah.
So good.
That book was so good. Jenny mentioned it earlier in the top of the show about excited to see where she's going and what she has coming. I'm excited to see her. I saw like she's going to be in the next Bonkers Romance series with Katie Robert and Jenny Novak. So I'm really curious to watch her creativity. Her stories are phenomenal, and I imagine nothing but good things.
Yeah.
From her, and I like the way that she's blending genres a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's taking risks and chances that are working very well together.
So, and I do know it was announced, I think early this month or maybe the end of last month that she has 3 more books coming out in the
In this world.
in this world. So we'll be getting those over the course of the next year and a half. For a list of books mentioned on this episode, check out the On the Shelf show notes at buzzingaboutromance.com. I want to just take a quick moment. There will be a Patreon post coming out tomorrow letting everyone know what's going on. First of all, I just want to thank everyone for supporting us through 2025. It's been a wild ride. And I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for discovering us and sticking around, because we know we're wild. We've said it for 5 years now. We are not everyone's cup of tea, but if we're your cup of tea, stick around because we're a lot of fun. Thank you to...
We think we are.
We think we are. Thank you to all of my co-hosts for all the chaos over the last 12 months. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for jumping in when I needed help, for coming up with ideas, and sticking around for the wild ride. I appreciate each and every one of you. I could not do this as a one-person show. Your support, you just don't know how much you 5 really mean to me and keep me grounded, keep me here. I think we have the best community in romance. So, and that's a lot of that has to do with the 5 of you and what you bring to the table each and every episode. So you'll get an email tomorrow telling you what's going on with us. We're going to take some time off. I need to clean my house and get some work done and catch up on life a little bit. So we're still going to release some author spotlights throughout the next 3 weeks. But we'll be back January 11th with all new shows, some new book recs. I promise, smiles and a good time. And you know, we'll be here. Just need a break for a minute. And we'll announce January Books Club in the coming week. I'll get January Book Club book up on the website, and I also will get the Sip and Discuss episode. We are only going to do 2 books a month, and then the other Wednesdays, if we don't have anything to talk about, we might just drop an author interview. We might go back and bring a live author interview, kind of like our old happy hours. We might talk about a show, a romance series. You know, I heard there's this like hockey romance series on TV that
don't even get Jenny and I started.
Pretty popular, so we might talk about that. Bridgerton is coming back, so we have that to talk about. We've got Gilded Age.
I just looked it up. January 29th, they're dropping 4 episodes
of Bridgerton.
Half.
And then February 26th is another 4.
So we've got Gilded Age still to check up on that we watched over the summer. So we're just going to mix it up. It won't just be romance books. It was getting kind of hard to read a book a week specifically for the podcast. And some of us, mostly me, we're not always great at picking out some of these titles. We had some clunkers in 2025.
We had clunkers.
We did. So don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app. You'll never miss an episode. We are looking forward to 2026 and a whole new year of romance and book recs and discussions and what kind of chaos can come in 2026. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us for this episode. Until next time.
Happy reading, everybody.
Find us on Instagram at Buzzing About Romance or on Twitter at Buzzing Romance. If you like the podcast, please leave a review. If you'd like to support us directly, join the Bookcase and Coffee Patreon and receive exclusive content only available to Patreon members. Check out bookcaseandcoffee.com for our on-the-shelf show notes.